Hello everyone, good morning in Europe, good evening in United States. This is Ahura with another daily outlook video. As you know, in these series of videos, we're going to see what happened in the market, what is going on, and what we have to expect from today's financial market. We are starting a new week with mostly focusing on GDP numbers, retail sales, and more than them on the speeches. This week will be an amazing week with too many speeches from central banks members all around the globe. From European Central Bank, FOMC, Federal Reserve, Central Bank, Australian Central Bank, New Zealand, China, Japan, and all the major central banks members, they will have a speech this week, and we have to follow them very carefully to see what they are thinking about the next monetary politics. However, about the weekly outlook, the video will be ready in a few hours and it will be uploaded at the same YouTube channel so you can see the video outlook video. But now we are going to see the other news. We are going to follow, check out the other news that what is going on in the market. So far today we had Japanese GDP numbers. Japanese GDP numbers was disappointing as it was expected. However, we were not expecting to see that it can make any changes in the market because new administration in Japan already they promised too many so huge stimulus packages. So that was the reason that we were waiting to see actually almost no changes in the market in Nikkei 225 uptrends. So that's the reason that we can see that the Nikkei is still increasing even after the very disappointing number. On the other hand, in China we had retail sales data and industrial production. And interesting, both of them, they met the expectations and even they beat the expectations. On the other, we can say better, they could beat the expectations as they were much higher, much forward than expectations. But the stock markets they had a negative reaction to that. There are two reasons for that. Firstly, on the real estate market, house price index fell sharply by almost 0.2%. It's like the biggest decline in the prices in the house prices since February 2000. Let me check exactly to see that if I don't want to give you the wrong number. February 2015. It's the biggest drop since February 2015. So it was one of the negative numbers in the market. On the other hand, the data shows that the Chinese economy is improving much slower than earlier expectations. So these numbers together, these data together, they didn't unfortunately change the market sentiment. So the market still is Shanghai and Hang Seng, given in the mainland and in Hong Kong, both indices they are trading in negative area, negative zone. But since the data was the numbers and the data that the published they were better than expected, so it's not that much the negative. So Hang Seng is trading just 0.1% less than negative in a negative area, but Shanghai is losing 0.3%. So this the numbers are a little bit tricky number right now, and we can see this negative impact in the markets. So this is the general outlook in what's going on in the market. And later today we will have on the economic calendar. We will. It's not today. It's not such a huge day with the big numbers. Already we had a big numbers. Later today we have. We have Miss Lagarde's ECB's Lagarde speech to she's going to talk in European Commission. So it will be important. It will be closely watched by the market participant, and then we will have in the US season, we will have 3 months and 6 months bill auction, which we need to now we need to follow and see the to see that how the bonds market. This bonds and yields markets. Bonds market, actually, the bills, the bonds are going on, and we need to, already, if always, if you need to understand the market sentiment, you need to follow the bonds market. And also we have the New York Empire Manufacturing Index. Even if it's the States, but the number will be important for the all US economy. But it's like the second priority of the important. It's not that much important, but it's not like known important as well. This is like in a mid important, in a middle important level. So, but we need to follow that. We are expecting to see that Empire Manufacturing to increase a little bit from earlier, from previous months, from 19.8 to 21.6. This is what we are expecting to see in November, to increase from October numbers. This is the first estimates. And then in Canada, wholesale numbers, and the wholesale numbers will be in the spotlight for the Canadian market. Totally, European trade balance, and in the Eurozone, European trade balance, and MPC member Monetary Policy Committee, MPC member of Bank of England, Mr. Haskell, will speak today, and it will be also important. So the data and the numbers that we have in economic calendar, they are important, but not that much. Let's go to see the charts. As we can see in the chart, VIX, or the market risk, is decreasing. The market doesn't have that much risk right now. The market is decreasing today. As I told, we don't have that much important numbers. So the volatility in the market will not be so high in the next days, as already we know the inflation numbers, already we know the central bank decisions. So after this volatility week that we had last week, so we are waiting to see this week till Tuesday. We are waiting today and Tuesday till Wednesday, actually, we can say. And after Wednesday, most probably the market sentiment will be increasing. But till Wednesday, the market sentiment is not that much crazy, and the market sentiment will be a little bit quiet. This decrease in this, as you can see here, when the market sentiment, with the volatility is decreased, the US dollar index also decreased. So the market was generally overall had a little bit positive reaction, but still DXY is an uptrend, and for now, as long as we are trading especially above 94, it means that the DXY is still in an uptrend, and we can see it in a higher number. Especially the main support sits as almost here. It's 94.40. 94.40 is the main support here, and above the 94.40, everything is about the uptrend for the US dollar index. Even if we see this a little bit decrease, a little bit correction in the next days, this correction in the market sentiment, in the market risk, caused the gold to little bit ease, and same thing which happened with the US dollar. Gold overall, in overall outlook for the gold, we can see the gold in a demand, but on the other hand, the market risk is not that much high to see the gold in a high demand. And even if the market risk also is increasing, at the same time we would see the US dollar to increase. So this means that the uptrend in a gold will be limited, but still it is in an uptrend. So it's in an uptrend, but it's in a limited uptrend. This overall negative outlook, not a negative outlook. We can see that the overall outlook in the Chinese economy, that we can see that its recovery pace will be a little bit lower than the earlier expectations, means that we have to wait for a little bit lower numbers for the crude oil, while the last week, OPEC monthly outlook, also monthly report, also were telling us that the market's demand is a little bit, is 300,000 barrels less than previous expectations, less than October expectations for the quarter four. At the same time, the Chinese industrial production and retail sales, as I mentioned earlier, was better than expectation, was increasing. So it means that giving the COVID-19 restrictions, the market is still positive. So the energy market also should be positive. That means that the deeper number in the energy market is not likely to be seen here in this level. So probably it will be these levels will be very supportive level about the $79 will be very supportive, very strong support level for the US crude oil, and we have to see uptrend to start and go forward from these levels. About the stock market and S&P 500, Dow Jones, last Friday we closed higher as the inflation's risk went to the background, and we have a little bit lower risk in the market. I mean, not the lower risk in the market, better to say the market had less attention to the risk in the market, so that made the indices to increase a little bit. But this increase was not is not like if you go to the H4 chart, you can see you can see still we are less than this. Let's go to cleaning just like this is the main support about 47,000. As long as we are under 47,000 as a main resistance, sorry, the support here, main resistance for SP 500, we are in the market is going to have this is like just a shocks in the market. The market going to have a profit taking and a little bit decrease in the rest of the 2021, but we have overall outlook. Sorry, but we have an overall positive outlook for next year. But for now, from since now till year end, we are expecting to see a little bit more ease in the stock markets and the Dow, both in the Dow Jones, SP 500, and also as well as in the Nasdaq. You can see the SP 500 also still, even with the correction, it's still in the under 4 hours, 50 hours, like 50 period moving average in the H4 chart, and in the Nasdaq. If you go to the H4 chart, we can see that in H4 chart, yeah, it's a little bit again, it's a little bit above 4 hours. MA line, 50 MA line on the 4 hours chart. But the thing is that, as you can see, the EMA crossing strategy is still supporting the downtrend, and in the overall market is negative. On the crypto market, despite the weekend this line and some Saturday and Sunday, since like Mr. Elon Musk tweet, the latest tweet that it was like a few hours ago about the 69k Bitcoin and stuff like that, it was encouraging a little bit for the market. But at the same time, we had the news that SEC didn't approve. Also like that, yeah, the SEC didn't approve. Where was the news to say that? One of the ETFs that is like, I don't want to just yeah, SEC declined one ESX put Bitcoin ETF application. So one ESX put application for the Bitcoin ETFs was declined by the SEC, and it is not such a positive news for the crypto market. So it means that the uptrend that we had from Mr. Elon Musk tweet, I don't know how far it can be encouraging, how far it can encourage the market, but still it was the reason that we could see the uptrend in the crypto market earlier today. Technically, they are in an uptrend. Technically, still on the uptrend. ETF BTC needs 62k to bridge under 62k here to be in a downtrend. As long as it's trading above 62k, it's in an uptrend, and we can see the higher numbers above this. Unless if we see the asset could push the 62k lower. So technically it's in an uptrend, but in a technical, from a technical point of view, it's an uptrend. However, even in the H4 chart, from the technical point of view, also we can see that EMA crossing strategy is in a negative. So it means that as personally, I can see the sell position opportunities here, not the buy opportunity. This is what is going on in the market and what's happening in the market. Hope it was useful for you guys. Let me know your idea. Let me know what you think for the next days that you want me to cover the market's outlook for you. I will be more focusing on your requests. See you guys tomorrow, and goodbye.